This is my black 2002 Honda CRV. This is also my black 2002 Honda CRV. Both of these vehicles are 5-speed manual all-wheel drive K24 A1. They both have done around 180,000 miles. This one, however, the first one I got, had some damage I didn't want to repair. As you can see, the door's been punched in, the hinge has been punched into the frame, the quarter panel is absolutely mangled, and the paint overall is in poor condition, and I just decided to go with another one. The new CRV actually required more work, but it was a little bit different kind of repair. The core support was hit on the driver's side. Most of the front end was damaged except for the hood. So I replaced the core support, replaced the fender, everything, and I decided while I'm at it, I'll put an '06 front end on it, and I'm going to show you how I did it. The facelift brought a lot of different changes. Different fog lights, different headlights, grille, bumper, higher trim levels, different colors, larger wheels. But in traditional fashion, we didn't get fog lights or side markers in the US. You suck, Honda. Because the 0506 uses drive-by-wire throttle bodies, your only tuning options are standalone, and it's just complicated. Not worth it. The biggest change is the headlights, the 0506 on the left and the 0204 on the right. As you can see, the layout is completely different where the signals and everything are. As you can see from the back, the layout is completely different. The 0204 has less plugs, less bulbs, and is simpler, whereas the 0506 gets a little more complicated. The 0204 has an H4 single plug with 3 wires, so that runs the high beams and the low beams, whereas the 0506 uses 2 H1 bulbs, individual for low beam and high beam. So I had to buy adapters, which I got on eBay, so you need 4 of them total, 2 left, 2 right, and wire them into the 3-wire plug that's existing. A little bit complicated, but I'll show you how to do it. The front marker light has also changed positions from inside of the headlight to the top of the headlight, so you're going to need to extend that wire. Luckily, the socket and the bulb is exactly the same, so it will fit. You just need to extend the wire. The signal and the running light, also same plug, everything fits, and you do not need to extend the wires for it to fit. I am going to modify it because I'm putting side markers in as well, so I will show you how to wire those later. Since the headlights I'm using are aftermarket, they came with these rubber caps that go over the H1. So all I did was cut a little hole, slide the wires through. There's 4 total because there's 1 for the low beam, 1 for the high beam on each headlight. This is the factory wiring you have to modify. This is the headlight plug, the H4 plug. This is the one you have to extend for the front marker, and this one is for the signal where you'll tap the side markers into. So I wasn't trying to make this a complicated wiring video, so I just went ahead and did it. I connected it so it would plug into the 3-wire, joining the 2 ground wires, and doing the high beam and the low beam separately. I'm going to have to modify the switch so that the switch doesn't shut one off and turn one on, but I'll get to that part later. This is the extension for the front marker, and I've loomed everything, and like I said, the signal plug does not need to be modified unless you are doing side markers to tap into it. After wiring everything in and fitting the headlights up, for aftermarket units, they actually fit surprisingly well. There's no major gap. I had to do some adjustments. Both sides fit flush to the fenders, one being the factory fender, one being a reproduction fender, and I was actually really pleased. I think it looks great. These are LED bulbs for the low beams. The signals are the standard incandescents that were on the other headlights, and I haven't modified the switch for the high beams yet. For the side markers, it's a 2-wire connection, so most people hook them up either to be on or to just blink. I like it both ways, and because of the way a flasher works, you can actually hook it up so that it will be on and blink, whereas most people do not install it wrong. I can get into that wiring if somebody asks me, but not for this video. So even though it was hit pretty bad, after replacing everything, getting new headlights, new brackets, 1 new fender, new bumper cover, the supports that hold it and everything, it actually fits up really well. I'm really happy with how it looks. I mean, it looks factory. Still have quite a few things I need to do. I need to put the fender trim on this side. I need to adjust a few things. I'm going to be installing fog lights here. And once I've cut that and everything, I'm going to be painting the bumper the way it is in, you know, the higher trim models. Got plenty of space for my intercooler, which is going to be mounted. I've got to get my AC condenser, which is on the way, mounted because I want to try to retain AC, but I won't have a lot of room. So if I have to sacrifice, you know, my AC condenser, which goes there, for my intercooler, which goes there, I just might have to do that. But we'll see. So I'm going to be making brackets and everything, doing some fog lights, getting some piping done, and maybe we'll see you then.